Hello and welcome to the Daily Scripture Podcast. My name is Dr. Jerome Lavelle, and I hope that you are having a great day today. Well, today we will be looking at the Gospel of Mark, chapter 6, verses 1 through 6. Jesus departed from there and came to his native place, accompanied by his disciples. When the Sabbath came, he began to teach in the synagogue, and many who heard him were astonished. They said, "Where did this man get all this? What kind of wisdom has been given him? What mighty deeds are wrought by his hands? Is he not the carpenter, the son of Mary, and the brother of James and Joseph and Judas and Simon? Are not his sisters here with us?" And they took offense at him. Jesus said to them, "A prophet is not without honor except in his native place and among his own kin and in his own house." So he was not able to perform any mighty deeds there, apart from curing a few sick people by laying his hands on them. He was amazed at their lack of faith. Today in the Gospel of Mark chapter 6, verses 1 through 6, we hear the story of Jesus' return to his home in Nazareth and the reception that he received there. In the text, we hear that while at home, Jesus was teaching in the synagogue and was astonishing the people who heard him there, just as he had astonished people everywhere who heard his words. At this point, something interesting occurs. As the passage says, the crowd was at first enraptured by his teaching, seemingly recognizing the power, insight, and depth of his teaching. They said, "Where did he get all of this? What wisdom he has been given. See the mighty deeds that are done by his hands." Indeed, it was as if they were seeing what thousands of others in the region were seeing and believing. Then, although the Gospels don't capture any of these details, it seems as if the mood of the crowd changes. You can sense this in the words of this passage. It was as if, as they were getting drawn into belief in Jesus, they stopped and said, "Wait a minute." They said, "Isn't he the carpenter's son? Didn't he grow up around here? Isn't it true his entire family is still living here amongst us?" The text then summarizes their mood by saying, "And they took offense at him." And thus Jesus was not recognized in his hometown. As I think about this scene, what comes to mind are the times when something incredible or important is right in front of me, as Jesus was in the synagogue of his hometown. And because it doesn't fit my paradigm, as Jesus didn't fit the idea of the people of Nazareth, I miss it. My logic, my reasoning, my opinions seem right. They have to be right. I've characterized the situation correctly. It all seems so obvious. But is it always? How can I see and respond to God, who works in mysterious ways, if I have no room for mystery or subtleness or nuance or quietness in my life? What word or message do I miss because of the person delivering it? What service activity, mission call, volunteer work am I not doing because of barriers I have placed on myself? What opinion do I have about people that I don't even know? What structures do I have in my life, at work, in my family, in the neighborhood, that keep me from seeing the best in other people, in seeing their potential, in seeing their specialness, in seeing their dignity? In today's gospel, Jesus was judged wrongly by the people he grew up among. Although they very nearly got it right, in the end, they could not overcome their biases. They could not see the Son of God literally standing in front of them. Help me, Jesus, to think about my present situations where I am judging in error. Open my heart to seeing you in these situations and acting accordingly. For it is in you, through you, and because of you that I have anything that is good in my life. Help me to see you, dear Lord, when you are standing right in front of me. Thank you for joining the Daily Scripture Podcast. My name is Jerome Lavelle, and remember, our prayer today is help me to see you, Lord, when you are standing right in front of me. Until next time, be well and be blessed.